here at House of Sillage. We're here with Marco, and
Hi,
he's going to run through the fragrances with us today.
Pleasure. Thank you for having me. We have here our women's limited edition and signature collection of fragrances. Important to note that our women's limited edition and our signature collection is the exact same juice in the bottles. So it's no, you do not have a different collection of limited edition and signature. Both of them are different in terms of packaging. We want to make this scent accessible to everyone. Our limited editions run for about $1,200 a pop, whereas our signature collection starts at $360 a bottle, making it much more accessible. We do find that our limited editions are absolutely gorgeous gifts. This time of year, they don't sit on the shelves at all. They are just absolutely fantastic. As well as the signature collection, which we find that she buys for herself, right? And it is, but of course, there's always the exception to the rule. They're absolutely gorgeous. We welcome everyone to come out to Saks and or Bergdorf to come check us out. We are growing our brand in the United States. We're in over 33 countries worldwide. If you want to have and experience something that nobody else in your circle of friends or family has, well, this is the product for you. The scents are amazing. I don't just say that because I work here, they really are. Most of our scents are extremely versatile. They work with many different body chemistries. And there really is a scent for everybody. And I'll go in a bit of detail about each of the fragrances now. So if you would oblige, we'll start with our #1 worldwide bestseller, which is our Eau Bijou. Okay. Our Eau Bijou fragrance, in French, Eau Bijou means beautiful jewel. Mm. So something about the scent of the beaches there that she was able to capture in this fragrance. It is a beautiful fragrance. It's a grapefruit vanilla combination. Absolutely sweet, but not too sweet.
I love that.
And a very beautiful scent. Fantastic. Again, our worldwide bestseller.
Oh.
Fantastic.
Yay.
Of course. I'll have you sample them, I guess, after, yes?
Yeah, I'm like, I want that one. Okay.
Our Cherry Garden, and so
That's
as I'm pointing them out,
yeah.
This is the signature and the limited edition bottle for the exact same fragrance.
And they're both beautiful.
Aren't they?
I mean, this obviously is exquisite, but I think anybody would be happy with this as well.
Absolutely. The signature collection bottles come with over 150 Swarovski crystals, hand-cut, diamond-shaped, adorned onto the top of the packaging. All of our bottles come 24-karat gold-plated, hand-polished French glass. The absolute best ingredients for each of these fragrances are put into this, and the best noses in the world help create them, so they are just really something to experience. Our Cherry Garden was inspired by the cherry blossom trees. They are an absolute fantastic seller, and they are also a very versatile fragrances. The Cherry Garden is within the United States one of our best sellers. And if you're looking for something floral, you're looking for something sweet but not too overbearing, this is absolutely the fragrance to experience. All of our fragrances are of perfume grade, 25 to 35% oil concentration. Now why is that so important? Because it lasts a long time on you. You only have to spray it once in the morning and it will stay on all day. I come home from work every day and my wife is like, what do you smell like? I smell like my perfumes. And it will be there all the time. The next fragrance that I'll be showing is a ChevauX. ChevauX, or the Golden Horse, is a rose and strawberry combination. It is a fantastic fragrance. It is one of our stronger of the scents. However, it develops very nicely, and when it breathes, it transforms into something magical when you put it on. Fantastic fragrance, and I absolutely love it. It's one of my favorite.
This one, okay.
This one here.
Yeah.
The ChevauX does not come in a limited edition.
Okay.
It only comes in the signature. And the red Swarovski crystals really is a resemblance of the red rose as well as the strawberry mix that's in them. It's fantastic. The tone down is also a bit of a sandalwood, which helps balance the scent of the rose and the strawberry. Absolutely beautiful fragrance. We then have in the signature and the limited edition our Benevolence. Benevolence is a top note almond oil, a heart note French lavender, and a base note of white musk. You know, the almond oil and the white musk really do counterbalance each other. It is one of the fragrances that before spraying it and sampling it to a customer, I love to let it breathe, because it is really a completely different fragrance from the moment you put it on to when you've had it on for a little while. It is a beautiful representation of, well, just, you know, something divine. And that's why we call it Benevolence. It really is something fantastic to come and take a look at. We follow that up with our holiday collection. Our holiday is represented with a limited edition Saks Fifth Avenue active snow globe.
Oh, that is so cool.
It's so beautiful.
I mean, yeah.
And it's important to also note that our limited editions do have a number of authenticity in them, so you will know what number of the line you do have. And there are beautiful hand-me-downs to your daughters, your sons, your granddaughters, and so on and so forth. It's fantastic. And a beautiful gift. Holiday was inspired by the scent of coming in the holiday season in New York, although if you're shopping in Boston or something like that, that's where it's at. But it's the holiday season, and it's about the feeling of the holiday season that it captures. It's absolutely fantastic. Come check it out. Follow that with NOUEZ. NOUEZ is a absolute fantastic scent. NOUEZ is a top note peppercorn with a heart note of rose and a base note of white musk. NOUEZ is inspired by the belief that everyone can create a new beginning for themselves, a new image. It's a beautiful scent for someone that's maybe starting a brand new job, a new career, new beginnings in any way possible, and wants a scent to be able to reinvent themselves. One of my absolute favorite fragrances. There are fragrances in here that I love personally, and there are fragrances that I respect. This is one of both. It is a fragrance that when you put it on, you will be noticed in the room. It's absolutely gorgeous. Adorned with a beautiful bow at the top, over 360 Swarovski crystals hand-cut, placed on this beautiful representation. And it is definitely something to come check out. Absolutely fabulous. I can't stop staring at it.
I know.
Every time I look at it, I'm like, oh, it's so gorgeous. Simple yet elegant, yes?
Yes.
We have then Emerald Rain. Emerald Rain is another fragrance that currently we do not have a limited edition bottle to, only because it's actually sold out, but we will have it in stock soon. Emerald Rain is a top note of coriander, heart note of sandalwood, and like most of my base notes, it is a vanilla tone down. Another fragrance that's very strong when you first try, but then it breathes into something absolutely magnificent and something for you to take a look at. Absolutely gorgeous. And we're drawing a crowd as we're talking, right? TIARA is a fragrance that is inspired by the notion that every woman is a princess, every woman is royalty, and it is an absolute favorite of my wife as well. TIARA is a fragrance that has a top note of tangerine, heart note of peony, and a base note of a powdery scent as well. It is fresh, it is clean, it is an absolute gem of a fragrance. One of our best sellers, especially for things like graduations or new jobs, as well as maybe even weddings and baby showers and things like that. But it's a fantastic gift and also something beautiful to buy for yourself.
Love it.
Follow that up, and then this is definitely not going from top to bottom. They're all absolutely gorgeous. Is our Love is in the Air.
Wow.
Love is in the Air is a top note of plum, heart note of Bulgarian rose, and a white note of white musk. Our Love is in the Air is inspired by that love is never broken, and that's why we have a beautiful representation of two lovebirds kissing at the top. It is our #1 least returned fragrance in the entire world. There's something about the emotional connection about buying something something to someone that represents love, and that's what really this fragrance does. He will buy it for her, she will buy it for herself, they will buy it for each other, and it's absolutely something that signifies really what it's meant to signify, and that it is true love. And it does capture it very well in the fragrance. If you're looking for a gift of something for, let's say, an anniversary, or maybe you're saying sorry for the gentleman that made a mistake in something in their lives, come check out this beautiful Love is in the Air. It really is something of a beautiful gift. For the holiday season, I absolutely recommend it. And I will then go over to our Passion de l'Amour. Passion de l'Amour is it's such a beautiful fragrance, extremely versatile and gender neutral. I actually wore this fragrance during our fashion show collaboration with Christian Cowan a few weeks ago in New York City. And I came home and my wife was like, "What do you have on?" And I'm like, "I have Passion de l'Amour." She goes, "You must have this fragrance." It is an absolute gorgeous fragrance. It is an oud-based scent. It is a top note of raspberry, a heart note of lily in the valley, and our base note of agarwood, which is a base of oud. It is inspired by the oceans of the South Pacific. Very animalistic scent, very passionate scent, and it is just absolutely fantastic.
I love it. I mean, it is, and I love the unisex. It's beautiful.
It's beautiful. And also within our Christian Cowan collaboration, our fragrances that are coming in a limited edition bottle has the Passion de l'Amour juice in it. It's great. Perfect gift for him, perfect gift for her, and if you're looking for something limited edition, we don't just have our limited edition bottle here, but we also have the Christian Cowan collaboration, which will launch in stores November 12th. So come check us out.
November 12th.
Yes, absolutely. Actually, Christian Cowan will be in Saks, and it will be at Bloomingdale's.
Oh, yes.
Come check us out. Excellent. So here we're going to introduce our men's collection. Our men's collection we will begin with our HOS number 1. HOS number 1 is a fragrance that serves as a majestic icon and a true emblem of timeless masculinity. It is one of our strongest of men's fragrances. Our top note is a cinnamon with a heart note of tonka bean and a base note of cedarwood. It is an oud-based scent, an absolute gem of a fragrance, and something that has been a bestseller for us worldwide since we've launched it. In fact, our entire men's line is an amazing line that seems to be resonating extremely well, not just with him, but also with her. We have women that wear our Dignified, our formal collection, as well as even our HOS number 4. And they also, when she is shopping for him, there's something about the scent of them. They capture it right away, and they make for an amazing gift. So, ladies, come check this out if you have any gift questions or something of an inspiration that you'd like to do for the holiday season for him. They're absolutely fantastic. Our HOS number 2 is a top note of a grapefruit with a heart note of juniper berry and a white amber base note. It's a very aquatic scent. This is for the gentleman that is an active lifestyle gentleman but knows how to clean up very well. Our HOS number 3 is for the traveling gentleman, adorned with a beautiful sign of the compass in the very front of the bottle. It is an aquatic scent. It is a top note of volcanic rock, heart note of black pepper, and a cathalis with base note. Absolutely fantastic. One of my absolute favorite fragrances ever. HOS number 3 and formal to me are, I have to wear them every day. HOS number 3 is the first thing I'll put on me when I first get out of the shower, and then later on in the evening, if I want to transform the scent on my skin a bit, I mix it beautifully with the formal. But before I move on to the formal, our HOS number 4. HOS number 4 is a Calabrese bergamot, a heart note of orange flower, and a base note of Mexican vanilla. It is encased in a black and white packaging. It is inspired by the black and white checkered flag of the Formula Card racer. Even though it's called HOS number 4, he must always be in first place. So this really should have been called HOS number 1, right? But it is for that go-getter gentleman that really knows how to clean up well and is extremely sophisticated, but yet adventure-seeking at that. It's a fantastic scent. Our men's gentleman collection starts with the formal, again, one of my absolute favorites. It's a black pepper mix. It is an absolute fantastic scent. When you put this on, you really do envision a night at a black tie event, going out, something extremely special, maybe an anniversary dinner, prom for a younger gentleman, something like that. But it is fantastic and something that you must have in your repertoire of fragrances. I know I must at this point. It is also the packaging attention to detail, not just to the bottle, but also the box that it comes in. That is a real tuxedo that is being used to encase the fragrance in. It's absolutely fantastic.
I don't know if you guys can see it, but that's cool. Okay.
I know. I wish I had one open to be able to show you.
But that is a neat. And the other thing I love is the way they
the way they open.
They open. It's like that.
Isn't that
so
fantastic?
Cool. Yeah.
It becomes a bit of a there's something positive about being able to open it with just a click. It's satisfying.
It is.
I know when I put it on, this is literally the movement I do. In the morning I take it, I put it on, and as if I'm in a commercial, I go like that, and I put it on.
As you should.
As you should. As you absolutely should.
Fragrance is supposed to be
fantastic.
that way.
The classic is a citrus mix. It is a citrus and sandalwood mix. It's a fantastic fragrance. He is a gentleman that really has a sense of responsibility. He is a banker. He is a CEO. He is somebody that has power, and he wants to be able to smell fresh. He wants to be able to smell like the classic gentleman, and that's what this fragrance embodies. It's just amazing. Absolutely. And last but certainly not least, our Dignified, which is a top note saffron, heart note clove, and a base note of agar wood. The Dignified says it in the name. It is for the dignified gentleman. It is for the gentleman that knows what he wants, is a go-getter, and really needs something in the way that he represents himself, in the way that he smells, that makes him stand out. He is the gentleman in the room that you notice the moment you come into the room. It is an amazing scent. And also, all of our men's fragrances are top sellers worldwide. Can't keep them on the shelf.
That's awesome.